Okay, so yesterday I've arrived home with kids in the big red car. Come upstairs, up the stairs, walking up, kids are fighting and arguing. I've got a handful of groceries. Come up here and realised the door is open, very much like this. Now I debated about whether I had shut the door or if it was actually someone had gotten into the house. So I've taken the kids, I've gone back downstairs, down the stairs, and walked over this way because my parents actually live next door, and I've seen up here that my brother's car, which is usually at work with him, was in the driveway. So I decided to give him a call and see how long he was going to be. It was like 4:30 in the afternoon, to see if he'd come into the house and check it out with me just in case. So I've called my brother, and he is about 20 minutes away from home driving his fiance's car. So he suggested I call my dad. So I called Dad. He works at the local police station about 5 minutes away from home, so he could get here really quickly. He said he would be back in 5 minutes. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. I think I've just left the door open, so it's no big deal, don't rush. So we sat out the front of Mum's house next door and we waited, and a few minutes later Dad calls again and he said, I'm on my way, just stay outside, don't go inside. Even if my brother comes home, don't go inside, just wait. So as I'm talking to him, he starts giving directions to someone, which I thought was a bit strange, and I asked him about that, and he said he was sending a car. And all of a sudden I hear sirens go and a car race off. It turns out Dad has sent a police car. So I've called my brother back, and I sat talking to Beck, his fiancée, for a few minutes when I hear sirens. So hung up from her, and a police car comes up and screeches up the street and pulls just into our second driveway. Anyway, so they pulled up. Two police officers jump out and race into my house. Then a second later, another police car pulls up. Same thing, two police officers jump out and run into my house. Meanwhile, I have texted my husband and said, oh my goodness, you would not believe what's going on here. Who said, you totally have to blog this and get photos, which I was too embarrassed and concerned to worry about that. So another minute or so goes past and a paddy wagon pulls up outside. So now we've got 3 police cars and 6 police in my house. One of them went down the side, jumped over the fence and went through my backyard and into the house that way. As we're waiting, I've sort of looked through Mr. Z's window and one of the police officers was there, gun drawn. So I have 6 police officers in my house calling out to, well, nobody. They've come out and turns out that I'm a bit of an idiot and I left the door open. So yeah, Dad arrived home in the meantime and he's got this weird look on his face. I didn't know what that was about. And after everybody had left and things had calmed down, I asked him, you know, is this going to be on a report at the police station tomorrow? And he said yes, it went over the radio. And that's how the 2 cars came. Apparently what had happened was Dad had said to them, you know, can you follow me up just in case, just for backup? And they've gone, no, we'll go up in the car. They've put it out over the radio where they were going, and 2 other cars responded as well. So it was a bit of a surprise for Dad to get home to with 3 police cars out the front. So I think I might be the talk of the local police station today in my silly leaving the door open episode.